claim to be an angel, and I've openly admitted to everything that I've ever done.
The people that knew him would have thought that the Pope would be more capable of committing a crime.
He was not only one of the craziest, but one of the scariest human beings because he functioned in normal society.
That was a clip from the Biography Channel's documentary, John Wayne Gacy, A Monster in Disguise. Our next guest is one of the few victims of the notorious serial killer who lived to tell his story, and I know you would concur that he was a monster in disguise. Good morning and welcome to you, Patrick Dati. So, you're one of the rare people, few people that can live to talk about your experience with John Wayne Gacy. You were 9 years old. What happened?
It was a winter day. It was in January, and I was with my brother and my cousin and my best friend, and we were having a snowball fight. I grew up on the northwest side of Chicago, and there was a department store that used to be on Belmont and Central called Goldblatt's, and we wanted to get out of the cold. We were wet. We pulled together our change, bought some candy in the candy department, and then we sat in the stairwell of the department store and we ate our candy, and we decided that we didn't want to go back out in the cold. We wanted to stay warm, so we were going to play hide and go seek in the department store, and of course I was chosen to be the seeker, and so they ran off and hid, and after I started looking for them, I needed to use the restroom. But, you know, this memory came in my head. My mom would always tell me, never go into a bathroom without your dad or your brothers. And as I was entering the bathroom, I could almost hear her saying those words to me.
But you had to go.
Right. And so I went into the department store bathroom, and while I was in the bathroom, there was this person in the stall next to me, and I heard him get up. And then all of a sudden, I heard a lock of the bathroom door, and I thought that was strange. I got up, put my jacket on, and went to the sink to wash my hands. As I was going to leave, he took my face, put his hands over my mouth, and held a knife next to my neck. And he said, "You're going to follow me out of the department store, and you're going to get in my car, and you're going to do exactly what I say to you." And I was frantic. I was screaming. I said, "No way." You know, he was going to kill me because he wasn't going to get me out of the department store. He knew at that point he wasn't going to get me out, and he then ripped my clothes off, and he proceeded to rape me. When he finished raping me, he held a knife back to my neck, and he said, "If you ever say anything, I'll track you down and I'll kill you. I know where you live." And that lock of that bathroom door goes through my head almost every day.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. And he left the bathroom. You were still in the bathroom. What did you do after that?
You know, the first thing, my initial instinct was to get up, get my jacket, my clothes back on, and run home. And I totally forgot my brother and my friend and my cousin were still there, but I just wanted to get home. I was afraid that he was out there and he was going to try to find me. I went into my bedroom, got into my closet, and cried. Hysterically. But
then you had this rough relationship with your brother from even before this. So when he came home, he beat you up for leaving the department store.
Yeah. Beat me up until I was bleeding because he was angry, because he was responsible for watching me. And
did you tell him? You didn't tell him what happened to you?
No.
When did you realize it was John Wayne Gacy that had done that to you?
My best friend, his parents still live in the home across the alley from where John Wayne Gacy lived. We were about 14. It was a winter day as well. After school on a Thursday, I went to my best friend's house and we were playing pool in his basement. And then we heard all these sirens, and we came upstairs and we noticed the newscasters out there, and we were like excited. We wanted to see what was going on. Sure. And my best friend's father was then a police officer at the 16th district, and he called my best friend's mom and he said, you know, don't let the kids out, there's something crazy going on. Sure. My best friend's mom turned on the TV, and as soon as they turned on the TV and we started to watch the interview, Gacy's mugshot, which you saw, sure, flashed on the TV, and I knew instantly that's who it was. I ran into their bathroom. I began throwing up. I was crying. I came out, and I begged my best friend's mom to drive me home, and she's like, Patrick, I can't get the car out of the driveway because the media was there, the police were. I mean, that's how close they lived to his home.
Yeah.
And then I just drew into a depression. I mean,
because by now you're about 14 years old.
Right, and I attempted suicide then about a week later because the guilt that I was dealing with, that all these other boys got killed, and had I come forward when I was younger, I may have saved other lives.
Right, but you were still you were a kid, and you did get out, you did scream, you did do something. When did you tell your family that you knew it was Gacy that had raped you?
I told my mom. I was probably in my late 20s, early 30s.
So you held this secret all that time?
Yeah. And you know what's, and the folks you have on here today, they're doing tremendous work, but the thing about me was that, like most men, you hide from abuse. Since I've gone viral and with social media, I've had 2 guys on Facebook that have actually reached out to me and said, I was a victim of Gacy, and I'm so proud of what you're doing. I could never say what you're doing. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because there's so many children out there that hide. And I was one of those statistics.
Yes, you were. And I can even see you're trembling. I can see just even telling the story. It's got to be so tough. Well, thank you so much. You're going to stick around because we're going to have more information, more with all of our panelists from today. Also, we want to give out Patrick's book. He brought a book that says, I Am Me, Survivor of Child Abuse and Bullying Speaks Out. He brought this for our audience as a way to empower you. And thank you so much for doing that. Finally, G's been in the audience the whole show. Your feedback from today's episode coming right up.